You are molded by your mothers.
Greetings. You are the master of your mother. What do I mean by that? I'd like to share a story with you. My personal story is a story of me going to a dental office. My best friend had an exam and she needed a patient, so I volunteered. I went in, sat down. As she examined my mouth, she noticed that there was a indentation on my molar tooth. Now she proceeded to tell me that my mother had a certain trauma when she was carrying me because of the marking on my tooth. I heard this information and I called my mother up and I said, "Mom, did you have this trauma when you were pregnant with me?" And she said, "Yes. It's a strong possibility, yes." And I'll never forget this story, because I started to think of how powerful of a molding energy a mother could have on a fetus. You know, it's interesting because if my mother could leave an impression on my tooth physically, I started to think to myself, what did my mother leave in my energy? And I began to think, man, I want to be the master of my mother. You know, we're all just replicas. But to narrow it down to our bloodline, I know a lot of people in the spiritual community, they have altars and they honor their ancestors and ask for their protection and their guidance and help. Now, I want the spiritual community to think with me for a second. And I'm telling you this story because it helped me come to the knowing of this information. If you could be molded as a fetus physically in the womb of your mother, and her trauma can be identified through certain marks